Okay, so I've just completed my first root pruning on a bonsai. Never done that before, and now I'm about to start my second. Let's see how it goes. This is a Hornbeam. This is a Hornbeam, and I bought this many years ago, and I've basically neglected it. It hasn't really done anything. I don't think it's particularly attractive in the layout, and that's probably why it was as cheap as it was when I bought it. So having been wary of doing any work on the roots, I've now just done my first root pruning, and the second one is to see what's going on in here. I think I've only repotted it once. I'm going to save these little plants. They act as a quite a nice scale. I know some people don't like keeping anything on the surface of their bonsais, but I like it quite organic. I was expecting it to be a bit more root bound, but it looks like it's just got a big root ball in the centre here somewhere. Now, I've had this for about 15 or 20 years. It's surprising the things we think we're going to get around to and never do. But I started adding to my collection in the last few years with trees I've found by chance, and now of course I've got to start working on them. I'm going to give this one a wash. I've got a bucket of rainwater just behind the camera, so it's quite convenient. Now this one still seems to have a large, major taproot going straight down, and then it's spreading out. It's not ideal at all, and you know, all the root is at the bottom. We want the root at the top. I fear though, if I take off the bottom, there won't be any root left at all. Get this spike tool in and wiggle it around in these spaces, and I'll give it a wash and see if I can get more rotary exposed. Gosh. I don't know if you can see that. There's a block of small amount of root at the top here, and then there's at least half of it is at the bottom. As I say, the fine stuff is what we want. I've just got a feeling that if I just prune this a bit, I'm still not going to get anywhere with it. It's actually just still going to be stuck in play, as it were. Whereas if I cut the length of this down a bit, this main stem, trunk, down, and take the bottom lot of roots off, it might actually either die or come back with a fury. Decisions. And I suppose after 15 or so years of not actually doing anything, I probably ought to be bold and chop off the bottom. Risk the shock. So here goes. I think technically I'm supposed to take these off as well, these thicker ones, but I think when it wakes up it's going to have enough of a shock. And they start from just above the cut I've made. Oh well. You may see more of this, or you may just see it in the bin. I'm going to get some compost. Pink granite chips, a couple of handfuls of sand, and about 3 or 4 handfuls of a loam-based compost. I've seen the traditionalists making up compost or using compost, and they seem to like very free draining stuff. Not so sure about that myself. It just means they have to water every day. And really, I want some pleasure in it, not to eat into my free time. My pleasure is in viewing the results. Okay, I'm going to put it back in the same pot. Back in the little moss-like plants. I wish I could recall the name of them. Water it in. So, as I suggested, this one's pretty experimental. I've just got to take the chance, really. I haven't put any fertiliser in this one, although I noticed one sphere has crept in. But with all that new rich compost, it should have plenty to get itself going. We'll see what happens. So you might just see it in a bin.